Hi everybody, thanks very much for clicking on this video. We are in the Zibo LevelUp mashup in XP12. That's the combination of the Zibo 738X and the LevelUp 737. Wonderful piece of kit, freeware. Many thanks to the guys that developed both sets of software. Thank you very much. I know there's many thousands of folk out there that are enjoying using it. This is an update on the freeware panels that I've developed for AirManager. We'll start off with the CDU bay, and I'm not gonna faff around here. I'm not gonna spend ages trying to program this thing and you know, get it all set up for flight and whatever. We're just gonna I just want to show you the panels really, and in particular I want to show you the improvements that we've made to night lighting. So just to show that everything works and isn't just a static screen, I'm just going through a few little bits and bobs here just to prove that it does actually work. So there we go. This is the captain's panel. We're in daylight hours. Many of the panels are too large to fit on a single screen, so I've just developed a little scrolling system with buttons on the side. Most of them have 4 buttons. The 2 kind of center-ish buttons go up or down a little bit, and the 2 at the extremes go up and down quite a lot. So again, let's just start the clock there, just so you've got something dynamic on screen and you know this is you know that this is for real. Let's just show you the panels changing with ambient light. You can see there the time changing on the clock, and you can see the overall lighting levels changing as we go into darkness. Right, we'll start off with the dome light, and I'll just show you that we can go with a dim setting or off or bright, and you'll see that the bright light in particular, there's a more of a white effect to the light. So let's just take us up to the dim. We've got the ability then to use the panel background flood lighting, which you can see there, fully controllable. And then we've got the ability to just change the backlighting. In fact, if I turn the flood lighting down a bit, we've got backlighting effects, and also the effects of dimming and brightening the various display units. So let's now look at the overhead panel. Again, we've got the ability to scroll up and down using buttons on the side of the screen. We've got the ability to control the dome light, and we can control the panel lighting. Close that one down. Moving on to the center main instrument panel. Again, nighttime, change it to daylight, daytime hours, and as with all the panels, we've got dome lighting as well. And we'll just flip a couple of switches there, just so you know that this isn't a static display. We've got center MIP with the old style standby instruments. Again, we've got the dome light on there, so if we flip that to off, and we can then play with the background lighting on the main instrument panel. Again, everything is controllable. Pedestal panel, So once more, we've got dome lights. We've also, with this one, we've got the ability to control the pedestal flood lighting, and then we've got the overall lighting on the panel itself. And let's flip this back to daylight. I won't show you the first officer's panel. Basically the same as the captain. A couple of extra things to say though. These panels are currently running on Air Manager version 4.2. 4.2.11 is the one that I'm using. I know there's a couple of folk that have used them on or have tried to use them on Air Manager 5. I believe actually the only issue that's been reported is there's a small discrepancy in the display of the captain's nav display, the display of the magenta line. Now that's a bit odd because that's an image that's generated by Zibo within X-Plane, and then it's extracted using a streaming function into Air Manager. So it's either a Zibo issue, which it doesn't seem to be because it's displaying fine in the Zibo, or it's an Air Manager issue. In fact, there we go. There's the first officer's panel. We'll show you the lot. And as with the captain, you can scroll up and down with the panels on the with the buttons, on the side. Let's take us across tonight. If you're running a cockpit on Air Manager 4 and it's working fine for you, then I'd say don't worry about changing at the moment. I am going to install Air Manager 5 shortly. I'm going to just give it a couple of weeks just to let them iron out all the bugs, and then I'll go through it and hopefully it will work. The other thing I'm just going to mention now is that the one area that I get the most comment about was displaying panels on different size monitors. So what I've done is revise the panel scripting so that it will automatically resize and reposition and still allow you to scroll the different gauges, the different elements of the panel based upon your monitor size. So you'll see here on this script that we've got a local screen X and a local screen Y. At the moment set for my monitors, which is 2560 by 1440 pixels. If, for example, your monitor is a 1920 by 1080, then just change these two numbers accordingly, 1920, 1080, and the script will then automatically resize and reposition all of these individual gauges so that they fit across the width of your screen, and then you can use those hidden buttons off to on the left hand side. You can use those to be able to scroll up and down. So there we go. That's a very quick and very dirty view of these panels and the new nighttime effects. Many thanks to those of you who've downloaded these panels so far. I hope that they're working well for you, and I hope that these new graphics give you additional utility and enjoyment. There's a couple of things I've still got to do. Number one is I've got to, of course, officially check that it works with Air Manager 5. I've got to add in a couple of panels that are specific to the 737NG freighter aircraft, for those of you who fly freighters, and then I'll probably add in at least the main elements of the throttle quadrant. I have a schematic quadrant running at the moment. Works quite well. I've just got to revise it and update it a little bit and maybe try and improve some of the graphics just so that it fits in a little bit more with the rest of the cockpit. Oh, the important thing I haven't said is how you can find these. They are freeware, of course. You can either download them via Dropbox from my own website, which is here, or if you prefer, they can be downloaded from explain.org. You find the link here, and both of those options will give you the very latest files with all the latest nighttime effects. Thanks for watching this, and have fun. Cheers.